Hello, rockers! Here we are with Christmas vibes, and today I wanted to share a beautiful story. It's called The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry. It's a timeless tale of love and sacrifice. We got this set of pictures created by AI. Have a look at them, have a look at the details, the emotions, the characters, the settings. What do you think the story is about? We have a second set. Look at them. The story is the same, okay? Differently portrayed. Well, any ideas? Let's jump. It says, The Gift of the Magi is a heartwarming and beautifully crafted short story written by O. Henry, first published in 1905, more than a century ago. The story revolves around a young, poor couple, Jim and Della, who live in a small apartment in New York City. Despite their financial struggles, they are deeply in love and always find ways to make each other happy. As Christmas approaches, they both want to give each other a special gift, but they can't afford to buy anything expensive. Della, who has long, beautiful hair, starts to feel guilty, se siente culpable, that she has nothing to give to Jim, who is equally worried about what he can give her. Della decides to sell her hair to buy Jim a watch chain, una cadena para un reloj. Remember that this is a century old, so more. Vieron que tenían colgados en los pantalones los relojes, los guardaban. Okay, and this one belonged to his grandfather. I will start again. Della decides to sell her hair to buy Jim a watch chain for his prized possession, a gold watch that has been passed down from his grandfather. So, his grandfather to his father to him. She visits a hair salon and gets her hair cut short and sells it for $20, which is a lot of money for her. She uses the money to buy a beautiful watch chain for Jim's watch. On the other hand, Jim decides to sell his watch to buy Della a set of combs for her hair. He sells the watch for $18 and uses the money to buy a set of beautiful combs for Della's hair. On Christmas morning, they both excitedly exchange their gifts. Remember, it's Christmas morning because on Christmas Eve, they go to sleep. They may, well, in those days, not watch TV, but now they watch TV, they eat very early, and they go to sleep. And then on Christmas morning, on the 25th, they open their gifts. Totally different from Argentina, okay? We stay the night long, 24th, 25th. Yes, we toast, we eat a lot, we keep on eating, we dance. Well, on Christmas morning, they both excitedly exchange their gifts. Della is ecstatic when she sees the watch chain, and Jim is thrilled with the combs. But as they both admire their gifts, they both realize that their gifts are now useless. Okay, when they exchange, they say, ah, ah, what's happening? Jim no longer has a watch, and Della no longer has the long hair to use the combs. Yes, so Jim no longer has the watch to attach, yes, the watch chain. The story might seem sad, but it's actually a commentary on the true meaning of love and sacrifice. It shows that the greatest gifts are not always the most expensive or materialistic, but rather the ones that come from the heart and show the depth of one's love and devotion. It's a beautiful reminder that true love is not measured by the material things, but by the sacrifices that we make for the ones we love. Okay. This story has become a classic of American literature and is widely loved and studied in literature in every country. It's heartwarming, beautiful story, a heartwarming, beautiful story of the love and sacrifice between a couple that will leave a lasting impression on anyone who reads it. And I hope I've done that on you. There you've got the first set of pictures again. And we have debatable questions. A ver, are Jim and Della wise or foolish in their decisions? Is love more valuable than material possessions in the story? Could Jim and Della have handled the situation differently? Does the irony strengthen or weaken the story's message? Are Jim and Della victims of poverty or empowered by love? Is the title The Gift of the Magi appropriate? The Magi, you know who they are? The three wise men, los tres reyes magos. So is the title appropriate? Does the story suggest that sacrifice is necessary in love? Is the ending optimistic or bittersweet? How does the setting contribute to the story's themes? Is the story still relevant in today's consumer driven society? What are your opinions? Obviously, there may be different opinions, okay? I have some ideas to share. Let's see. Are Jim and Della wise or foolish? They may seem foolish on a practical level because their gifts became useless, but emotionally and morally they are wise. Their choices show selfless love and a deep understanding of what truly matters in a relationship. Is love more valuable than material possessions in the story? Yes. The story clearly suggests that love outweighs material wealth. Although the gifts lose their practical value, the sacrifices behind them reveal a rich form of emotional and moral wealth. Could Jim and Della have handled the situation differently? What do you think? Possibly. They could have communicated more openly about their financial situation. However, their silence highlights the depth of their love and desire to surprise each other, which is central to the story's message. Does the irony strengthen or weaken the story's message? What do you think? The irony strengthens the message. The twist at the end emphasizes that true generosity is measured by sacrifice, not by usefulness of the gift itself. G. Mandela victims of poverty or empowered by love? They are affected by poverty, but they are empowered by love. Their financial limitations do not define them. Instead, their emotional strength and willingness to give them define their character. Este willingness to give. Cuando vos querés dar. Is the title The Gift of the Magi appropriate? Well, yes. The Magi were wise men, los Reyes Magos, who brought gifts of great value. Jim and Della are portrayed as modern magi because their wisdom lies on love. Yes, it lies in love, sacrifice, selflessness rather than wealth, más que las riquezas. Thus, the story suggests that sacrifice is necessary in love. Well, the story implies that meaningful love often involves some sort of sacrifice. However, it does not suggest constant self denial, but rather intentional acts of giving motivated by care and devotion. Is the ending optimistic or bittersweet? Well, the ending is bittersweet. There's loss in terms of material possessions, but there's hope and warmth in the realization that their love is profound and genuine. How does the setting contribute to the story's themes? The modest apartment and urban setting emphasize poverty and simplicity, which contrast sharply with the richness of Jim and Della's emotional connection, reinforcing the theme that love thrives even in hardship. Is the story still relevant in today's consumer driven society? Yes, 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 yes. In a world focused on expensive gifts and material success, the story challenges modern readers to reconsider the true meaning of generosity, love, and value. Okay, so there you are with the images portrayed. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a comment. Yes, if you've got different answers, we are here to read them and to debate on them. Okay? Well, there you are, the gift of the Magi. All right? Well, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate that. And if you don't, it's okay. It's another day of our lives. Okay? But I hope you have magic, love, health, and some wealth. Okay? All right, well, keep on rocking it, okay? Lots of kisses to everyone, and I hope you enjoyed your time passing by. Bye bye.